animal manifestation of the corruption that she has in her. So the corruption that they have on themselves, they can't get rid of it. There's like no way to get rid of it, as you know, as far as we know. The little bug things, they eat other bugs in the game, and she like, and whenever they do that, they get stronger. And whenever Sheena's bug eats another bug, she regains some memories because she forgot everything that happened for the past year. She doesn't remember anything. And to answer your question, Sauron, she cannot get that VR out herself because she's not in control. Like it completely takes over your body. So she when you plug into that kind of VR thing, kind of like the same idea behind like Sword Art Online. Like in Sword Art Online, the character can't just take his hands in real life and just like pop off the helmet. You have to first log out of the game. It's as if like you're almost like you're dreaming. So like since you're stuck in the dream, you can't like control your body anymore. Like your full consciousness is like in that world. So on top of having to finish the game, they have to deal with all those bugs and all those issues, and like the world that she created is completely fucked. There's like glitches everywhere. There's paths that are blocked. They're not supposed to be there. There's like locations that are different than what she programmed when she created the game in the first place. There's like the NPCs that we encounter in the travels, they're not looking like they should. Like, for example, like Clea right now, the one with the red horn, like she's not supposed to be looking like that. Lily, the one with the little like bee thing, yellow, that's float next to her, she's not supposed to look like that. She's supposed to be blonde. Like there's some like weird glitch that changed even the look of some of the characters. They're not supposed to be that way, yet they are. They don't know that they're in a game, by the way. Like none of the NPC know that they're in a game. Only Sheena knows, and the teddy bear guy, because that's his avatar, but like he's actually a real human being. He's in the real world. So they have to like deal with all that stuff and try to get out and finish the game before the entire thing just like collapse under corruption and bugs and shit. So on top of having the urgency of like finding her body, they also have to like, she has to finish the game before like everything goes to shit bug wise. And in the real world, because you sometimes get to play the other protagonists, when you're in the real world, there's all kind of creepy shit happening, like tons. There's like cryptic messages left, like in different locations, or like people disappearing, people being murdered, and most recently, like our character, like we received a call from like one of our female colleagues, and she's like, they're running after me, like they're coming, they're rabbits, and we're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is the rabbits? And then like a couple of minutes later, like our door, somebody's trying to force our door to our apartment, so we hide, and like it's like a guy just like managed to force it in and just like tries to find us, and he just like, he's wearing like this hoodie and like this like completely black stuff, so you don't see like who it is, and he's wearing a rabbit mask, and apparently there's multiple of them all around town, and they're chasing our other protagonists and trying to reach them and trying to find them and trying to kill them. So they keep like having to escape and having to flee and stuff, and like he's carrying his laptop because that's his only way to contact the main character, the other main character that's in the game, and it's really fucked. Like there's like two different stories, but they're connected together. The story alone makes the game, to be honest. Like the gameplay is kind of fun and stuff. There's like some quirky things, but mostly the story is just so dark. Like it almost feels like I said it before, but like Danganronpa or like a Persona 3 kind of vibe that you have like in the early game, where like people are just like dying everywhere and there's like zombies and shit. Like it's just like weird. Like it just, everything is so dark, like really, really dark, and it's super interesting, to be honest. Like it's really fun. My only complaints so far, I would say, is probably the fact that most of the dialogues are like that, so visual novel style, where like you see just like an image of the characters and they're barely emoting. And I thought it was fine in the beginning because I thought there were no other animations in the game, but for whatever reason, like a few cutscenes here or there, there's the full 3D modeled character like you see in Tales of Vesperia. Like you see them like the actual puppet character just moving around and talking and shit, and I'm just like, why isn't the entire game like that? They clearly took the time to do it for a few cutscenes. They could have done it for the entire game. Maybe it's like it's a budget thing, but like it would have been really better, like a lot better than this. I would have made like the puppet thing talk, like the full like 3D animation characters move around and stuff and talk in cutscenes, and I would have made the visual novel style only in the real world, because in the real world you don't control the main character at all. Like it's just like a visual novel. You control a few things in menus and stuff, and you can click on things, but it's not like actual gameplay. And other small things like the characters, like corruption can increase. Like as you take damage, it increases. It's kind of like an ultimate, like or a limit break in Final Fantasy. But like once you reach like 80%, your character will automatically like trigger his limit break and transform like Super Saiyan style. But the transformation is like, they call it the glitch form, and the glitch form is you do super massive amount of damage, like it's ridiculous, and it lasts until you do your ultimate ability, or until your percentage drops back down under 80%. And the Super Saiyan form of all the characters that you can play are female. Literally all of them. There's 8 total apparently in the game, and they're all female. And their glitch forms are all themselves completely naked, with like barely a few bugs just hiding the parts that needs to be hidden, but like barely. And whilst I don't mind, because you know, I don't mind, the character that's in the middle right now, called Al, she's 15. That bugs me a lot. Like that really like it really bugs me. Like the other characters I'm fine, they're like they're supposed to be adults, so it's okay, but like she's 15, she acts like she's way younger than 15. Luckily the bug version of her isn't as naked as the other characters, so she's like it's as if she's wearing like a bikini. Like it's not that crazy, but it's still like, I don't know, it annoys me. She like, they could have just made another character that's supposed to be an adult and it would have been fine. Like I don't, or just don't make her, don't put her naked. Do something different. I don't know. Like that's like one of the only things that annoys me. Like everything else is fine. Like I don't mind the other characters being naked. Like it's okay. Like I'm a fan of anime. Like I get it. Like it's a Japanese thing, like you say. But like the 15-year-old one is too young, man. It's like it's just too young. I can't die because literally the other dialogue option I had before choosing this one was me dying. So this one cannot mean me dying. Something in her throat.
待ってください。申し訳ありませんが、あなたの回復アイテムを使うのはちょっと。何？あなたの爆弾は効き目がありませんでした。その結果、シーナはこんな状態に。ああ、私も信じられない。エニグマ、さっきの爆弾がエントマに侵され、効果がなくなっていたということは。
It is already on YouTube. Yep. Everything that we did up until tonight is already on YouTube. And this is going to be on YouTube tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow at around noon.
可能性としては十分あるが、もう一つの可能性として渡された爆弾が粗悪品だったことも考えられる。
バカな。私は粗悪品を扱ったことは一度もないぞ。もしあなたの持つアイテムがバグに侵されていた場合、シーナの命が危険にさらされます。はあ？バグがなんだって？変な言いがかりはやめてくれ。あなたもあなたの持ち物も信用できません。もしシーナが死んでしまったら、私。アルもシーナが死ぬのは嫌だぞ。シーナが死んだら許さないのだ。
Shit. See, okay, that's another thing. So every time you make a decision in the game, and there's a lot of them, but every time you make a decision in the game, they give you like you complete like a check mark in that chapter. There's like every chapter is like a bunch of checks, and ideally you want to see all of them, because every time you see one, then you can collect an item from that check mark thingy. And so we discovered earlier today that this was the case, and we also discovered at the beginning of the stream that like well, some of these choices will kill you outright. Like, so you just pick it and you just die, game over, that's it. But it did give you the check mark, so you did get an item for that. And if you want to get like 100% in the game, you have to get all those check marks. So ideally, like, it's almost like you should pick the option that will kill you, so that you can redo this part and then choose the right option that won't kill you, and then you'll be okay. Let me just see if I can save here. I can save during that choice. So maybe I can, like, if I pick the wrong one, I can just like go back and reload. Well, let's analyze the items. That might kill me. Hopefully it kills me.
待て待てお前ら。とりあえず一旦落ち着け。信用するしないはさておき、このまま何もしなければシーナは死ぬ。それでもいいのか？
いいえ。
お前たちが不安になるのもわかる。だから今クレアのアイテムデータを解析してる。それなら安心できるだろう。
はい。
クレアも。
ああ。
見たところ、その回復の薬や石はバグに侵されてはいないな。よし、シーナに与えても大丈夫だ。
ほら見たことか。バグだかなんだか知らないが大丈夫だと言っただろう。
悪いがクレア、急いでくれ。間に合うかはお前にかかってる。
任せろ。必ず助ける。南蛮トライの両方を行う。胸の上から心臓を叩くから、君たちは離れていろ。
頼んだぞ、間に合ってくれ。くそ、やっぱり解析じゃデータを把握したい時に手間取るな。こんな時使用書があれば。
Design document. Oh, that reminds me of my job in the real world.
時はうちの会社の機密書類って誰が管理してたっけ？
そんなのリンさんに決まってるじゃん。社長の代わりにその辺も全部見てくれてたはずだけど。
じゃあ過去のプロジェクトの使用書とかどこに置いてあるかリンさんに聞けばわかるか？
使用書ってオデッセイの？多分リンさんの部屋か倉庫の方に保管されてると思うけど。
サンキュー。ちょっと行ってくる。
行くって、待ってよ。会社はマスターの喫茶店に行くのとはわけが違うでしょ。マスコミの連中だって見張ってるだろうし、自分らを追ってたウサギのやつらだってきっと。
So I didn't die.
時は
I don't think.
オデッセイで不測の事態が起きたんだ。効くはずのアイテムが効かなかった。
何それ？バグ？
さあな。おかげでシーナが死にかけてる。このままじゃクリアどころの話じゃない。今後同じことが起きるかもしれないし、不測の事態に考えを打ち出す指標が欲しい。つまりゲームの設計図である使用書だ。
わかるけど、闇雲に動くのは良くないよ。ちゃんと考えて動かなきゃ。何？なんだ、スマホか。脅かさないでよ、もう。あんたバイブの音嫌い。
誰からだ？
リディアだ。
マジか。
もしもし、リディア、そっちは大丈夫？
どうした？時は
助けてって。ウサギのマスクに尾行されてるって。
Uh-oh.
どこだ？
リディア、今どこ？場所教えて。駅向こうの住宅街ね。図書館通りの方。
行ってくる。時雄はシーナを見ててくれ。あと使用書の件、リンさんに連絡を取ってみてくれ。
わかった。新た、
あ
気をつけてね。
ああ、もし俺が朝になっても戻らなかったら警察に届けてくれ。
Yeah, like the police will help.
言わないでよ。戻ってこなかったら。
Lydia is the character designer in the company that made the game. Sounds like these crazies have moved on from me and Takiwa. Now they're after Lydia. Are these rabbit people only pursuing Enigma staff members? What the hell do they want?
Lydia, 今どの辺だ？大丈夫だ、すぐに行く。近くに目印になりそうな建物はあるか？
電柱。
他には？
電柱の街灯。
Okay, what about you move on from light poles and street lights, okay? Because that's basically twice the same answer. That, can you not tell me anything specific?
お前な。
See? Even my character is like, what the frick? I was making my way through a dim neighborhood with not so much as a street sign in view. The area was underdeveloped, meaning street lights were few and far between. It was a gamble, but I jogged over towards the only light pole I could find, and there stood Lydia.
あれか。あ、レディア。お前大丈夫か？
来てくれてありがとう。もうダメかと思って。
足どうかしたのか？
うさぎのマスクかぶった黒いパーカーに木の棒で足引っ掛けられてぐねってなって転んだの。ぐねって。
お前鼻もすりむいてるぞ。
そりゃすりむくよ。足引っ掛けられたんだもん。
こいつ転ぶ時に顔をかばわないのか？よし、俺の背中に乗れ。
そんなの無理だよ。
お前くらいなら背負って走れる。まだその辺にウサギがいるんだろ。
当たるし。
は？当たるって何が？
おっぱい当たるし無理。
Why, of course. Obviously.
めんどくせえな。
I bent down and put my arm around the back of Lydia's knee for leverage. Then I put my other arm behind her neck to hoist her up.
お姫様抱っこ。まさかの乙女フラグ。
緊張感どこだよ。あいつらマジでヤバい連中なんだよ。少し我慢しろ。
The light turned green. With Lydia in my arms, I tried carrying her over to where Takiwa and Rin were. Push Lydia. Wait. Not doing this again. I'm not taking a decision without saving. Nope, will not do it. Yeah, push Lydia. That'll probably kill me.
やばい。
As I stepped forward to cross the street, a black car came barreling across the intersection, its tire marks skidding across the dark asphalt. They sped through the red light. I had no time to react. I threw Lydia away from where I was, just in time for her to avoid the car that was charging towards me. But before I could get away, I lost my momentum and fell to my knees. Headlights flashed in front of my eyes, and I was blinded by a cascade of white. I heard that in moments of extreme fear, the body has a way of slowing everything down, giving you time to react in a split second. I might have overheard that on the television. I believe they called it fight or flight. Is this how I die? I bet it's going to hurt. My shoulder's already bruised, so I just hope the car hits me quick enough to kill me. Actually, a direct collision into my ribs might debilitate me. At least, so I've heard. Maybe an impact on my spine will be an instant death. I mean, if this is how I go... Damn it. Sorry. Sheena. And I'm dead.
ラースアルスモリエンディリメントバレアグムストは
俺引かれたんじゃ。
Wait, I'm not dead?
あれ
I thought I was a goner. A goner, huh?
なんか首が温かいぞ。
I was mesmerized. I wanted to bask in the warmth for a second longer before apprehensively opening my eyes. Obscured by the shine of light was a shadowy outline of a mysterious figure walking towards me. Who was it? Soon my vision cleared up. I realized that my head was resting in Lydia's lap and I shut up with an incredulous smile.
リディア、お前無事か？
無事だよ。新が助けてくれたおかげ。
そうか。そりゃよかった。
新も引かれそうになったけど、ギリ車がかわしてったの。
Were those headlights right behind Lydia? I could have sworn that I saw a blinding flash of white light. Light sparked in the corner of my eyes. Is she crying?
しゃ。
肩痛いの？
ああ、もともと痛めてたんだが、お前を突き飛ばした時にちょっとな。
おじいちゃんみたい。
うるせえ。俺は頭脳労働者であってアスリートじゃないんだよ。お前こそどうなんだよ。怪我は？
リディア、地面でお尻思いっきり打った。
マジか。すまん。そういえばとっさに放り投げるみたいに突き飛ばしたもんな。
尻肉青くなってるかも。ちょっと見てみてよ。
やめろ。マジで悪かったって。
冗談。ありがとうね、新。
あ、さっさとここを離れよ
う。お尻痛いから早く走るの無理かも。
肩痛めたからおぶってく。それでいいか？
まあ仕方なし。
こいつ、これがおぶってもらうやつの言い草か？
So I somehow survived. I planned on dying twice now, and both times I survived somehow. I looked both ways down the street, cautious about seeing another car zooming past, and I returned to the train station with Lydia in tow.
よし、ここまで来ればウサギも簡単には襲ってこないだろう。
すみません、ちょっといいですか？
Two men stood ahead, staring back at us while their bodies were hidden by a water fountain. Clutched in the man's hand was a police badge.
まずい、警察だ。
Hey, Tiff, what's up? How you doing? Thank you so much. Weren't you already following? No worries, it's all good. There she goes! 4 months in a row! Holy shit, thank you so much. Oh, it's amazing. I still appreciate it. I was like, wait, are you already following? But like, there you go. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. How are you doing, Tiff? How's life? How has everything been?
リディア、急いでここを離れろ。時はに連絡して安全な場所に行くんだ。
新は？
警察相手に逃げるのは逆効果だ。俺はここで話聞いてから後で合流する。
Doing good? Awesome. Lydia pursed her lips, fidgeting as she contemplated leaving me before finally stepping away.
今の子は？
友人ですけど、見たいアニメがあるからって帰りました。用は何です？職質ですか？
お前、エニグマ社の社員だな。
は？
まあまあ、そう言葉を荒げずに。あなた、水梨新さんですね。
そうですが。
今、世界を騒がせているサイバーテロ事件、ご存知ですよね。実は、あなたの勤め先であるエニグマ社が関与しているという疑いがありまして、 あなたにとっても不名誉なことだと思います。こんな警察やマスコミの人たちに追い回されてね、全くお察しします。その無実を晴らす意味でも、
A lot of people have been having a lot of issues. Like, some people were saying that my stream was offline, even though it wasn't. Like, a whole bunch of different things are happening. I don't know why. And sucks that, you know, life's been a mess, but hopefully it's gonna get better soon.
社員の方に参考人として一度お話を伺いたくて探していたんですよ。どうでしょう、一度署までご同行いただけないでしょうか。
もちろんこれは任意での聴取だ。だが拒否するのであれば、お前には何か後ろ暗いところがあると判断することにな。
あまり時間が取れませんが、それでもいいですか。
それはもちろん、お時間は取らせませんよ。署はすぐそこですからね。何もなければすぐに帰っていただけます。
Toes crossed.
わかりました。10分くらいなら。
ご協力感謝します。
A kind smile formed on the detective's lips as I nodded in acceptance of his invitation. That wasn't much of an invitation, though. It was kind of...
まったく。お前は怖いやつだよな。
Uh-oh.
てめえが関わってんのは分かってんだよ。あんましらばっくれてるといいことねえぞこら。
刑事の態度に乗せられて警察署に入った途端にこれだ。
To no surprise, I was thrown into the cold, metallic interrogation room. The detectives wasted no time barking at me.
水無し新た。お前、自分の立場が分かってないみたいだな。サイバー犯罪の容疑がお前の会社とお前個人にかかっている理由を教えてやる。世界の端末が異常挙動を取った際、不自然に表示される画像があっただろう。あれはお前の会社が作ってたゲームのログイン画面なんだってな。わざわざ表示するなんて引っ掛けかとも思ったが、いたずらで表示されたもんじゃなかった。世界へ散った不正アクセス及び実行命令はすべてエニグマのメインサーバーから発信されていたんだよ。
What?
はあ、そんなバカな。
その同時刻、お前は自宅からエニグマにアクセスしていたな。
ワルゾーデッセイのことか。いや、作っていたゲームのプログラムを触ってましたが、あれはうちの会社ではなく別の会社にあるサーバーにアクセスして。
てめえの使ってる OS から抜いた通信記録からあの時間帯のエニグマへのアクセス記録がアグル社から提出されてる。それでも白切るつもりか。
そんなはずありませんよ。ゲームはアグル社のサーバーで動かしてるんです。俺があの時アクセスしていたのはそのアグル社の方。
アグル社が虚偽を述べてるってのか。その証拠は。
どうする。オデッセイの話をしてもどうせ信じやしないだろうしな。用意しておきますよ。というか許可なく個人の OS にそんな通信記録を吸い上げる機能がつけられるわけないでしょう。大問題になりますよ。約束の10分過ぎていますし、もう帰っていいですかね。これ任意の聴取でしょ。
ああ、構わねえよ。今は
The detective plopped into his chair with a thud as he glared intensely back at me. I wasn't sure who was the cop and who was the crook.
もう少し証拠が固まったら今度は逮捕令状を持って会いに行ってやる。覚えとけ。てめえを逮捕する男の名前は日泉千次だ。
Why is he so damn persistent? He was needlessly aggressive, giving me the impression that there was something amiss. But I didn't have time to waste.
帰ります。
ああ、もう少し付き合ってけよ。なあ、水なし。
The detective known as Izumi tried putting his hand on my shoulders as I stood up from my seat, and he pressed me back into my chair.
なんで警察がここ